Hey guys, Tightrope here, bring you a 1v1 today. We are on Twin Beaches. Playing for spawning in the north, we have Charlotte playing with the British forces and going for a couple of Vickers to get things going. Did actually go for a section command post, but not producing anything from it, and an unusual build really. And from the south we have momo4sho with Wehrmacht. Looks like he's got a kitten going with a machine gun as well. Machine gun after the Grenadier. In terms of rankings, Momo I think 26 at the moment and Charlotte around 40.
Vickers MG ready.
So yeah, I think the Vic is probably the worst machine gun at the moment in Company Heroes 3. But you can start building it immediately. It's funny, I was actually remarking about that on stream just the other day. I was like, man, how is it 2 games in a row the Vic is the worst heavy machine gun? I suppose, you know, some machine gun has to do it. The Vic is serving that role. Both times it's available immediately for construction, so it's hard for it not to be the worst machine gun in those circumstances.
MG, say the word.
And now a section after the double machine gun start. Engineers complete the capture up here. No battle group lock in yet. Momo, we will go for a sniper actually after this. Interesting. Haven't seen too much sniper action for a while. Vic is about to get flanked.
We're losing a fuel.
Not that the kitten can do anything about this. Interesting. The teardown animation ties up the second crew member, so they weren't able to shoot at the kitten as it was driving past.
An infantry section is present and accounted for.
Often doesn't matter because those crew members do almost nothing, but I actually got beat up. I had a
victory point is
it
being
was a WC-51. What was I using? I was using something, and some kind of ultralight, and it got beat up by a machine gun's weapon crew the other day.
Victory point under enemy control.
Maybe it was the kitten crowd. I think it was the kitten crowd I was using. Up against a 30 cal US forces.
Isolated out there.
Ooh, that was a close call on the sniper. Nearly went down there. 5 HP. Probably would have been one more bullet from the Vickers and that would have been dead. Grenadier though coming in on the flank. Got a good machine gun positioning here, shutting down the section as it advances. But either way, it was a pretty nice cut-off maneuver.
Is trying to take a point from us.
Needed because losing control on this side. Momo's still harvesting a lot of resources thanks to the fast capping from that kitten. Has to go for healing to heal up the sniper after that. So slow return to the field. It's going to be a 2-2-1. Also don't see that too often. I feel like the 2-2-1's timing is just a bit weak in this game. For how much it costs its performance. Did get a 5 fuel discount, I believe, in the last patch though, right? I think it used to be 30, now it's down to 25. Didn't seem to do much for it in terms of popularity, but every little bit helps. Maybe we'll see it a bit more once, you know, it's not so strong just to spam machine guns. Vic is trying to come out to the side, but MG inside the building, shutting that down.
We're losing a
Kind of needs his recce section over there. Oh, late retreat from Momo on the far side. Those engineers do hit very hard, and it's going to be a dead Pio. Sniper getting a shot in, getting a second shot. Backpedaling now. Trying to chase down this section. With the section, and oh, okay, so that's a lock-in to Mechanized, I believe, from Momo. Shot himself there.
They've cut us off. Territory is out of supply.
Sniper, yeah, unable to get away. chased down by that section.
He's dead. Don't stop
Yeah,
loading.
good little decap harassing play with the raid package. Such a strong ability to give you smoke and capping right at the start like that. Has to be one of the strongest
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
early abilities like that.
HMG team
It
ready.
scales well into late game as well, you know.
Aggressive fire incoming. Down.
Strong at all phases. Well, if you still have any light vehicles later on. But
Victory point lost.
even
The
then,
enemy
you know,
has
the canisters good for
Get
the
busy.
other vehicles.
Pounder ready, sir.
So we've got an AT gun coming out from Charlotte to answer the 221.
Seen us. While it be, sir.
Doesn't look like these guys have grenades. MG's trading suppression here. Smoke out from the 221. The AT gun setting up. Attack round missing.
Every time.
Smoke saving the day. Yeah, would have survived anyway. 160 health at the end of all that. Close call though.
Big man will be proud.
A nice sniper over here. 4 kills so far.
Wow, Jerry.
Capping up to the far edge there with the
Beggars are
engineers.
threatening a fuel point.
Not wire off those sandbags, those. Coming out here to do the capping now with the
A
kitten.
victory point is being overrun.
Can we blow it up now?
Bit of a slow start for Charlotte.
Beggars are threatening a munitions point.
You know, the
Humber armored car.
machine guns
Victory
aren't doing
point is in
terribly
enemy
much.
hands.
Does have, okay, it does have the communication cables as well for Momo, so he is raking in the resources.
We've lost a sector to the enemy.
I wonder if we can... Oh, Humber. Late Humber. Usually would see this about a minute and a half earlier. Sees the sniper back there. Looks like he's going to go for the sniper kill. The Humber's so lightly armored though. Can take quite a lot of damage just from small arms and machine guns. He's chasing in. Looking for the sniper. Sniper taking huge damage. Humber coming in and gets the kill. Nicely done. We've got a Shreked Jaeger coming in from the side. Humber quite low. Will survive one Shrek shot. But the Shrek misses anyway. And the Humber extracting itself. Very nicely done there by Charlotte. Taking full advantage.
MG, say the word.
Found the
We're
window.
losing a capture point. to
Momo a
enemy
little bit
action.
under invested into anti-tank, trying to get a mine down over here, but avoided. Shrek was out of position, and there we go. Humber swoops in, gets the kill, and straight away, bet 1.5. Buys a lot more breathing room now for
Resource caches will yield a
machine guns to do
surplus,
some work
rather.
against
We should
Momo.
construct them in the
Now they
field.
don't have to worry about getting sniped. Interesting to see, he went for
They're
an
losing a
AT
strategic
section
point.
to help counter the 221 as well as the AT gun. Humber chasing down the kitten, but is not quite fast enough. Kitten gets away just. Didn't want to get Fausted as well. 221's healthy again.
Infantry section,
I
train.
don't know how
and
much
ready.
penetration the 221 has on its machine gun. I haven't really looked that up.
Enemy fire! Taking hits!
Getting flanked by the Jaeger. And there they go.
We're losing a fuel point to enemy action.
Humber's back up to full strength, ready to rumble yet again. Okay, we've got a lock-in. Royal Navy. Gun supply surplus. Looks like it's probably going to be a rush for the call-in. Going for the Centaur.
Enemy ground forces have claimed a sector.
And look back the other way. Momo hasn't locked into anything beyond the raid package.
Shock veterans have been relinquished to us.
A lot of shots missing there by the Humber. Oh wow, he's ticked up to tier 4 already, and he's got Stormtrooper now. Okay, well that's going to be difficult for these AT sections to handle. I didn't even notice this. 221 down over here.
So will be online shortly.
AT gun and anti-tank sections combining up. getting the kill there, maybe right as I was looking at the tech.
Training center operational.
Unfortunate.
We are ready to begin research. They're attacking us!
So a couple good pickups. This can happen sometimes. Your machine guns don't set up and fire. Same with anti-tank guns, I think.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Seem to have a little bit of a delay. They want to set up such that the unit's exactly in the middle of the arc, and then they just don't end up setting up at all. Grenade coming in. The received damage bonus, I think, from the retreat, saving the day for that machine gun, gets out of there.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
AT sections trying their best. Here come the Stormtrooper. A bit of capping still from the
The
kitten.
enemy has our victory points now.
Right out. Nice clean dodge there. But meanwhile, chasing down some units on the far side. Momo's not really that well equipped to deal with this. Just with the one Jaeger Shrek, he's going for another Stormtrooper squad. Decent amount of fuel, not too far away. Maybe see some of the enhanced resources. He definitely has got this capped. But maybe switching between views with this kind of replay hack, we can't actually see the boosted resources from the kit, and that's unfortunate.
Damnation!
Would like to know exactly how much he's benefiting from those communication cables.
Grenade packages are inbound.
It's such a valuable tool if you can keep it alive this late into the game. And there is that Centaur from Charlotte, as expected. So much stronger, this patch after all those buffs. And there go both the Stormtrooper.
Rifle grenades and anti... We have vehicles on standby.
Get it, Ansi! Give us orders!
Getting 26 HP, it's alright. Still alive. Oh, he's still chasing. 2? Oh, 0! Wow!
Done and dusted,
The Royal Engineers, the chase down. I didn't think it would work, but it did. Yeah, you just get a Shrek off and then retreating from the Centaur. It's pretty fast when it's going down this road, isn't it? That Centaur. I've been playing quite a bit with the Bulldozer Sherman lately, so kind of interesting to see how the Centaur goes. Does seem to be better.
A Centaur close support tank is ready to assist our
Smoke
infantry.
shot a vet though. Bit of repairs while capping. Charlotte taking control of the map, as you would expect with that Centaur, but Momo finally saved up enough for the Panzer IV, and here it comes. Got a second Centaur. AT gun is on this side, wide arc. Double Stormtrooper coming in from the side. Can they avoid AT gun setting up? Oh, the MG packed up at just the wrong time. Probably was in position to suppress at least one of these, and now he's just getting completely overrun, but the AT gun doing some big damage to the Panzer. Bounces the final shot. Centaur coming back to deal with the Stormtrooper now. Jaeger Shrek chasing away the Centaur from any further engagements. Well, I didn't pull all the way back with the Panzer IV, and here comes the section with the AT rifles. In fact, both of them. Panzer IV having it back to base now. And now Momo going for the steal on the decrewed AT gun. Very good for him. Ends up going very well in the end. Maybe a mine? Yeah, this did get triggered.
Our territory is under attack.
So Centaur having to back away. Quite fast backing down the road though. But still a dominating territory control situation for Charlotte, taking a huge VP lead at this stage. Although in a good position to bounce back though after picking up that AT gun. Panzer IV still alive.
Jerry has 300 points remaining.
Capping with the AT gun just shows the desperation of Momo at this stage.
We're losing a capture point.
Trying to dodge away from these grenades, but the MG quite slow getting out of the buildings. Could be a decrew. Numbers coming in, trying to make it a bit safer. Could deploy some smoke as well. Do remember the Humber does have this mark area ability. I often forget about it myself, but it's decent. Covers a decent area as well. I think it's about 50 radius, something like that.
Anti-tank crews are on standby.
Good shot there from the Jaeger.
Down to 250 points now.
Humber backing away though.
We have munitions ready
Only
to be
one
used, Commander.
engineer for repairs seems to be causing some issues for Charlotte at this stage. Slowing things down quite a
We're
bit.
losing a munitions point.
Suppression kicking in there. Centaur coming out to the side. Looks like Charlotte. Is that a rebuild AT gun? It's already got a little bit of vet on it though. Maybe he had double. Didn't notice.
Sector overrun.
Or she, I suppose. His name is Charlotte after all. Korean player.
We're losing a victory point.
Charlotte. Oh, big damage on the Centaur. Oh, and a bit of a pathing hiccup. Was initially going back here, then switched to going this side of the flag, and the hesitation could have cost the Centaur its life. Would have been quite nice for Momo to be able to go for the vet bonus
We're losing a strategic point to
from
enemy
the
action.
Panzer Company. Wasn't possible though in the end. Not able to scrape together the resources.
We've lost a sector.
Nothing going on back here.
Our
Momo,
adversary
meanwhile,
is pushing back. We are down to 250
there's just
points.
enough for another Panzer IV.
Forward with haste.
Bit of damage
The enemy has
onto
only
the AT gun, but
250
Humber didn't want to risk its life. Takes only 2 shots from the AT gun to knock out the Humber, so you got to be very careful. Such a fragile vehicle.
Centaur close support variant in the field. Make way.
Okay, third Centaur. Just pure call and spam from Charlotte.
A
I believe the Centaur has, I think it's 35 penetration on its gun. So, how's that fare against
The enemy is
the
down to
Panzer
200
IV?
points.
Ooh,
Carry
not
on.
too good on anything but the rear armor, and even then that's just a 50%er.
Belongs to the enemy.
Not sure if it's got deflection damage or not though.
Good as new. Repairs finished.
But yeah, the Centaur is probably going to struggle a lot against these Panzers. Second one rolling out now for Momo. Still very low on VPs, but not draining out currently, at least.
Is it load bearing? Then it's fixed.
The
And I
beggars
imagine
are threatening
controlling
a
these
munitions
Centaurs is
point.
probably going to be quite difficult.
We have vehicles on standby.
Bit of a handful.
Aye, we're ready.
But here he comes. He's coming down. He's
Centaur in combat!
whose flare is that? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there we go. Centaur coming in.
We're off about face here!
A little bit of damage to the Panzer. Now getting away. Momo getting a mine down at the far side. MG in some trouble, but we've got the AT gun right there. And the other Panzer IV coming in as well.
The enemy has pushed
This one's still on prioritized vehicles. Just doing a bit of damage with its machine gun. Oh, a section dead somewhere. Must have been to the Stofftrooper and out to the side. Looks like that's the final model of it. Because doing its best here does eventually suppress. Smoke grenade out. And MG's retreating. Might have worried it was actual grenades
The enemy
in
have
range.
taken our territory.
So hard retreat there, understandable. In any reposition where he didn't get back behind some kind of extra cover, I think the Stofftrooper maybe could have overwhelmed that Vickers frontally anyway. If they just
The beggars
fanned
are
out one to
threatening a
one side, one to
victory
the
point.
other. As they came out of the smoke. So, yeah. That was one of the AT sections going down for Charlotte.
Victory point is in enemy hands.
So, replacing that with another anti-tank gun. I do feel like Charlotte is in a definite repair logjam with just the one engineer to repair all of these vehicles.
Sectors in enemy
He's got
hands.
so much munitions. Could even be an idea just to go for the assault flare ability. This not only gives you vision, but also gives your units like a offensive bonus. I don't know
We're
what it
losing a
is, but
strategic point
makes
to
them
enemy
sprint
action.
around as well. It's quite a good ability. I think it's like a lot of people are sleeping on this. The naval bombardment is kind of bad.
Supplies
shells
aren't
just
making
land
it
in such
back
a
to HQ. Lines cut.
unpredictable manner. Can't really rely on that ability to actually hit anything. Quite a long delay before the shells land as well. Here goes the Centaur, chasing away the Stoßtruppen. Oh my god, the merge into the retreating unit. Do you see that? Nice little trick there. And it's even just like a good idea because now the Stoßtruppen
Commando
don't have to
Paratrops have the
reinforce them
green
with one model. So they're 40 manpower. Is it 40? I think it's 40 manpower per model. Cost a lot cheaper. Looks like the merge not working entirely with the skins though, right? You can see a couple of these men don't have those white skins. I imagine from the merging. It's one of the things that makes Stoßtruppen so powerful is being able to merge into them and bypassing that high reinforce cost. Centaur making a bit of a move here,
light.
but
Munitions point is being overrun.
just getting bullied by the Panzer. Double Centaurs, double AT guns pushing through the middle though. And they find a bit of an angle down this hill with the AT guns. The pack's in a good position. In fact, that's a stolen 6-pounder, not a pack. Forgot about that. Oh, the low health Centaur coming back in is very risky. He takes 2 shots here, he's dead. Here goes 1. No second one though.
Armored vehicles are receiving
A
frontline
lot of
training.
repairs required just for that one engineer though. I do feel like that's really slowing down Charlotte. And just low on infantry in general to branch out to the far edge and cap with. 90 pop cap here. Doesn't feel like a 90 pop cap strong army though, you know. How much pop cap do AT guns take up? 7. Building another
Tank
one
crew
as
training
well.
completed.
It's going to be 3 anti-tank guns. Did lock into commandos and then a pack Howie. Do have a couple options
Anti-tank weapon
late
and
down
crew
here as
on
well.
the field.
I imagine saving for the anti-tank rocket loiter. It's still quite a long way off though, even though we're like 25-ish minutes into this game. Shrek Squad though coming in for a bit of a dangerous move with so many Centaurs in such a small area. Takes a lot of damage. AT rifle section inside the building. Acting as a bit of a barrier. Try to cap up here with the Ricky section. Not having much success though. Quite a few mines down from Momo as well. Well prepared against a mass Centaur dive. And here we go. Momo's making a move. Triple tanks. Pushes in. Wipes out the repairs of Charlotte, the only
We're
repairing
losing a
unit.
munitions point.
And then smoke out from Momo to cover the retreat. Meanwhile, the other Panzer making a bit of a move down here, but the 3rd anti-tank gun putting a halt to that. Good amount of damage onto the vehicles of Momo, but that's the problem with these kind of strategies. Don't have anything to chase down and finish off these low-health tanks, so once they drive out of anti-tank gun range,
Enemy ground
not much
forces
Charlotte can
have
do
claimed the
until
sector.
The anti-tank rocket loiters
Royal
on hand.
Engineers on the field and ready for your orders.
2 command points away from that, roughly. So
Capture point is being overrun.
until then, Charlotte doesn't have a lot of options. Just
We've lost the sector.
having to stall out. But yeah, Momo kind of has a bit of a critical mass now with triple panzers.
200 points remain.
Also,
we are losing our grasp.
does have double pies for repairs, and actually has the mechanized assault ability for more repairs, potentially while they're in combat as well. Did go for the Stug, which is interesting. I think this costs more command points than the 8-rad, so must have been intending to go for it at some stage and then decided against it.
Free to engage. We're making progress. The enemy is down to 200 points.
Yeah, all the engineer corpses. Whoops. It's not exactly an honourable burial, that one. Jaeger's waiting here in camouflage. AT rifle section here, forcing away the Grenadiers. Maybe they're worried about a mass centaur rotation wiping them on retreat, so they're getting out of there early, but we know it's repairs that are slowing things down. Look at how fast that Humber is down the road. Eventually getting out of there though.
Good as new.
Charlotte kind of capping the fuel, but I don't think either player really needs the fuel at this stage of the game.
We are
Kind of
down
just
to
an
200
autopilot move. So much munitions though for Charlotte. I do wonder if, you know, just one command point diversion into assault flares and activating a couple of times might have made a difference when he was making, or she was making some of these pushes into this area with the mass centaurs, the extra vision, the sprinting. Could have been very handy. Centaurs coming out to the side. This is really what the Humber's best at, like shutting down this kind of aggression. Oh, we're sending a Panzer over here, expecting a vehicle response from Charlotte. Definitely helpful if you use attack round a lot with these kind of vehicles. Don't know if the Centaur, what kind of model cap it has on its damage, how many models it can do per shot. I think the Bulldozer Sherman was 4. The Boombeer was unlimited. So you can see, you know, it didn't do very much damage to the Grenadier when it landed a huge direct hit. That's because of the damage cap, I imagine. Okay, here we go. Centaurs chasing down the Stormtrooper, getting some good damage in, but not really getting any model drops. But here they go. Jaeger's taking a bit more. Quite a few mines down now from Momo though. Any aggressive maneuvering could be punished very easily by all those mines. And the BP situation turning itself around very quickly. Momo was down massively and now bringing it back only down by 100. Got a big old rotation from this Panzer coming right around the corner here. Unexpected angle. Could catch the Centaur off guard. It's Vet 2. Being chased down now. Uh-oh. Looks like they're pretty similar in terms of speed. Oh, but there's the AT gun wall. Panzer smoking. Attack rounds. Not happening. Here comes another Panzer. Humber can survive 2 Panzer shots though. They only do 120 damage, so it's 240 total, and a bit of machine gun fire adding up. He's popped the repairs, Momo. Here comes the triple AT guns though. Oh, and there was a unit hiding behind that smoke. Gets the snare off. The AT rifles could actually chase through and get the kill there. And here come the planes. Called in on this Panzer, sending that out of action, but triple Centaurs now getting blasted by the Shrek. And Momo's AT gun there goes 1. And he did not chase through the smoke to kill this off, and the commander repairs actually getting that tank quite healthy again already. I think that was a bit of a mistake popping the planes on this over here rather than over to this side. And obviously Charlotte not chasing in at all. But here comes the AT gun wall. AT rifles not stopping to shoot though. I think they had an opportunity. I think they were in range. Oh, but the Jaeger's in some trouble. Centaurs, Humbers. And look how slow that unit was retreating. Interesting.
We have 200 points remaining.
Planes finally time out. The AT rifle section providing some vision gets a shot in. The triple AT guns coming across.
Blast!
And they finished the job. There was risky stuff from Charlotte, but it ended up paying off. Centaur now flanking around. Here goes the machine gun.
Who has been lost to enemy action.
Centaur trying to get the kill. The triple AT gun supporting this maneuver. Other Centaur coming in. Oh, Centaur hits a mine down here. Momo scrambling.
The tide is
Pops
turning.
the crew
The
repair
enemy is in the
ability
lead.
again. Or
We have command points
assault or
available
whatever
for
it's
use.
called. T-gun in some major trouble. Oh, the Centaur's finishing it off. Triple AT guns could come here and kill this now. Centaur looking for the Grenadier kill, perhaps. Uh-oh. Panzer Force coming in, but here come the triple AT guns. Bit of artillery out the back, though. Does a little bit of damage to them. That's a Vesper? Oh my god, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Got a little bit of damage on the AT guns. And there we go. Panzer IV coming back in. That
Centaur tank
repair
lost.
ability really paying dividends. Momo to get back in the fight with these tanks quite quickly. And really, Charlotte didn't get much done. Didn't manage to kill off this decrewed AT gun.
Report.
And now getting swarmed out the back. The Panzer IV finds a low health Centaur back here waiting for repairs. And Charlotte just completely collapsing after that heroic push earlier. Now everything's gone pear-shaped.
Centaur tank has been lost.
Able to kill one of the Stormtrooper, but the AT guns are still under a lot of pressure. There's just one Centaur remaining for Charlotte, and that's getting bullied by the Panzer IV. That gets polished off, in fact. What a swing back and forth in this match. Planes are just about to come off cooldown again, though. Gets a snare off. Engine damage. Bringing the planes. Should be able to kill off this Panzer. Stormtrooper still chasing down this AT gun. It's just about home, but not quite there, and hasn't built a base structure towards the edge of the base, so can't do any repairs. Here comes a Centaur panic call-in as well. Do have a Jaeger Shrek down there, I think that is. Can't click on it. There it is, Panzer Shrek. Could be a good pickup for something. Momo sticks around to kill off the decrewed AT gun, but it does find one back here, Charlotte. At the AT section, they're ready to throw another snare. The AT gun lining up. Connect. Momo now could be in some trouble. Right in front of this AT gun with the AT rifle section. Pop smoke. Attack round misses. So is the Panzer IV's attack round though. Oh, but that shot doesn't miss. Where's the attack round from the AT rifle sections? There they go. Meanwhile, we've got a Panther now deployed by Momo, chasing down the Centaur.
We have vehicles on standby.
Gets another snare off, and there we go. The Panzer IV goes down. But here comes a Grenadier, gets the Faust off. The Panthers coming in to try finish the job on this Centaur. And with that, that's Charlotte's last hope. Down to just 2 units now. Momo still has the Vesper, still has a 66 pop cap worth of army. Charlotte down to just 10. GG though, what a crazy sequence. There was just like 2.5, maybe 3 minutes of all-out fighting, swinging back and forth. As abilities came off cooldown and they saved up for the call-ins, but eventually Momo comes out on top. GG. Yeah, I think Charlotte, I don't know. Just the massive munitions float, I think, really costing Charlotte a lot. You know, I know that they were trying to stall for the anti-tank rocket launcher, and that's definitely a very necessary thing, as we saw. Without the AT rocket launcher, just couldn't finish off any tanks with the AT gun wall. But yeah, it did mean that Charlotte was kind of floundering for a long time and not able to apply those Centaurs effectively. I do wonder if going for 1 point into assault flares would have made things a lot easier. during that stall and made things more profitable in the meantime, but oh well. I also wonder if Charlotte maybe could have gone for another engineer. Seemed like it was a very often a lot of tanks out back waiting for repairs. Just the one engineer, and because of that, didn't really have time to plant any mines, Charlotte, in the mid and late game, just constantly tied up with repairs, and I do wonder if that would have helped out a lot against Momo's aggressive tank plays, especially, you know, towards the tail end of this game, when these Panzer IVs were driving around all sorts of spots out the back here. A couple of mines would have gone a long way to save the day. But yeah, when your engineers are 24/7 on repair duties, you just don't really have the time to plant those mines. But yeah, overall some great action in the late game. Unexpected choice there, but you know, did some damage to the AT guns, softened them up a bit, and they eventually did get polished off. Charlotte just unable to really exploit this position, coming down with the triple AT guns and eventually getting overwhelmed by the Stormtrooper. GG though. Crazy bit of action towards the end there. Well, anyway guys, wrap on that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.